When there's no more room in hell, the dead will listen to Bloodfest, the podcast.
Hello, and welcome to Bloodfest, the podcast. I'm your host, Nate. Y'all know me, know what I do for a living. So tonight we're going to do things a little differently, a little unexpectedly. We were going to record with Laura and Ashley Carter, the huge movie star that you know from Podface. This is good. From Jug Face, Pod, the woman, and Artik. So here's the deal. We started this. I was doing fine. We had a technical problem. We quit. We started over. So now I can't talk. So that's how it's going to be, guys. That's how it's going to be. We're not starting again, goddammit. Anyway, she had to reschedule at the last moment due to a personal issue. I don't want to get into the details here, but let me tell you, it was an issue. So we called up our good friend Morbid Lydia and said, hey, you want to come on, pretend like we know what the fuck we're doing, and we'll talk for 45 minutes or an hour. And she said, shit, yeah. Who is this again? So who this is me and my good buddy Joey, who refuses to be on camera because if y'all saw his face, you'd lose control. Joey, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing peachy. Excited to be here.
You sound excited. So here's the deal, guys. So Joey is not a drug user. I want to be very clear about that. But earlier tonight, I gave him a THC gummy. Did he know that's what it was? No, he did not know that's what it was. It's been about 40 minutes, and it's starting to kick in now, so we'll see how that goes. Also joining me tonight is my good friend Casey. Casey, how the hell's it going?
I'm doing all right. I'm trying to get over a little sickness that started in Friday, but I'm still here.
So there's I'm going to try to do the same joke I did before we started over. So there's something going around, and I might have it too. I've pooped 18 times today, and I don't know if that's a disease or just my shitty diet. So Josh, are you pooping?
Oh, yes, eventually.
How you feeling, Josh?
We can't do the same thing twice, apparently. Jesus.
And our very special guest, Morbid Lydia. Lydia, how the fuck's it going?
Oh, I'm fan-fucking-tastic, let me tell you.
Fan-fucking-tastic. All right, guys. So, we don't know what the hell we're doing. We're going to talk about, because it's something we've all seen, even Joey, I think, right? Joey, you've seen The Woman.
Oh, yeah, I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah, what was your favorite part?
The ending credits were really good. The cast was great. The opening was great. The storyline was great. Everybody gave out great performances.
Bastard. All right. So everyone else here has seen Lucky McKee's The Woman. Am I correct in that, Casey? You've seen this movie.
Multiple times, yep.
Multiple times. And other than Pollyanna McIntosh being naked for like 45 minutes, was there something you really enjoyed about it?
No, you pretty much said it. That was pretty much why I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell you the truth. So for a lot of people, if you don't know who Pollyanna McIntosh is, she is a very talented and great actor. She's also a writer and director. But for a lot of people, they will know her as a character on The Walking Dead that some people called Leader Bangs. She was the head of the junkyard people with the terrible bangs, right? Who talked in the weird patois for some reason, as if they had been living in a junkyard for generations and their language had devolved, even though it's been like a year and a half since the world ended in that show. So honestly, who the fuck was writing that thing? But anyway, if that's all you know her from, and every time you saw her, you thought, I wonder what she looks like naked. This is the movie for you, because it is nothing but her naked, honestly. So, yeah. So, Josh!
What's up?
So, have you seen The Woman? What do you think? Tell me about it.
Actually, I just saw it for the first time yesterday, and I really liked it. Yeah.
So, So what I find absolutely fascinating about this film is this is a movie that has a feral cannibal woman in it, and yet she's not the heavy. She's not the bad guy. The bad guy is the well-respected local lawyer. So, I mean, you don't think of it that way, really. Guys, come on.
He made it pretty easy to think that way.
Yeah,
pretty
God,
soon into the movie.
He's terrifying, right, Lydia? What do you think of Sean Bridgers in that?
Yeah, he did amazing, and so did Pollyanna. I mean, I don't know how she went through and did that movie like that, because I mean, it was pretty graphic, you know.
She does that entire performance without any English, and I mean, okay, I'm sorry, that's not the right way to say it. Without any Spanish or French or without any language, just grunts. Yeah. Yeah, and except at any given moment what she's feeling, what she's thinking, what she wants to do, because she can give you that just with her eyes and the tilt of her shoulder or whatever. And if you can stop looking at her boobs, you'll get it.
Right?
Yeah.
Hard to stop looking at her boobs.
It
But
really is. Yeah.
they're very
We should try
distracting.
to get her on the show.
You should.
Yeah.
She's probably not going to come on now after talking so much about her boobs.
You don't know.
I think we've ruined it.
Maybe she wants to come on and talk about her boobs. You don't know. You don't know. So this movie, for anybody out there who's not familiar with it, it is a sequel to a film called Offspring, and it's followed by a film called Darlin, which was actually written and directed by Pollyanna McIntosh. So this particular movie is based on a novel by Jack Ketcham and Lucky McKee, and it is a sequel to a novel called Offspring by Jack Ketcham, which itself is a sequel to a novel called Off Season by Jack Ketcham. And I find this utterly fascinating. So this is a trilogy of movies. 2 of them are based on the second and third book in a trilogy of books. And then the third one is not based on a book. It's added on. And the first book in the series has never been adapted to a movie. So you have 3 books, and books 2 and 3 are made into movies. And then they make movie 3 based off nothing but, what would happen next. I can't think of any other series of books that have been adapted that way. Can any of you guys? And I'm not going to ask Casey because he's never read a book, but
I can't think of one.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's utterly bizarre. So, who wants to do the rundown of what this shit's about? Josh, tell us what this is all about. What's this movie about?
It's got a woman, and she's in a barn. Or no, she's in a cellar. So I don't fucking know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just watched it yesterday?
So these things are based on... So Jack Ketcham was inspired by the Scottish folktale of Sawney Bean, which is the same story that inspired The Hills Have Eyes and a lot of other stuff. So Bean was supposed to be a highwayman who lived in caves with his extended, very inbred family, and they would attack travelers on the road, murder them in order to rob them, but also eat them. And sometimes they would keep one to add a little new blood into their breeding. And apparently the family was supposed to have done that for hundreds of years, and that's the idea. And so we move it to I don't even know, like the Pacific Northwest, I think. I don't even know. Where does this take place? It's like Oregon or something, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
It takes place somewhere where they have trees. So
Lots and lots of trees.
So Sean Bridgers plays a well-liked local attorney who lives out in the country with his family, his wife, 2 daughters, and a son, and put a pin in the 2 daughters thing. And while hunting one day, he sees this feral wild woman. Now, if you've either seen the previous movie or read the books, well, she's basically the last survivor of the clan, not to get too far into it. And he throws a net over her, knocks her out, takes her home, chains her up in the cellar. And I know what you're thinking. Uh-oh, this guy's got shit he's going to hide from his family. No, he does not have shit he's going to hide from his family. He brings him right in and tells him, help me clean this bitch up so I can rape her. We're going to civilize her. And we find out that he is a monster that controls the wife and the daughters and terrorizes them and rapes the daughter, certain that he rapes the wife too. Can't see why he wouldn't. He's training the son to be just like him. It is incredibly horrific, and the real horror of this thing is what he is doing to his family the feral cannibal woman who wants to eat them chained up in the barn is just kind of there, honestly. She's not involved in the horror story. Is that, you guys feel like that's right? I mean, she's just kind of off to the side. Yeah.
Yeah. She's just like
Yeah. I mean, she plays into the climax of the film, but honestly, she's just another victim.
Yeah.
And while we're talking about raping feral women, tonight's sponsor is Coke Zero. When you feel like, no, I can't do that. That's bad. Never mind. Coke Zero. It tastes like nothing. So, guys, after this movie, I don't know, did any of you feel like I felt? Did you feel like you needed to scrub a little bit, get clean, maybe watch a comedy or something?
Yeah, it was pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Joey, how would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 5?
I'd definitely give it a 3.5.
3.5. So what is it that leads you to that rating?
The end credits were really amazing.
Oh my god! You should really watch it.
You should
definitely. It's
Yeah,
so
you
good.
should watch
It's
it.
really, really good. And
Yeah.
I mean, even on a prurient level, which I know will appeal to you, did I mention that we drugged him? Yeah, I did mention that, right?
You
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Even on the prurient level, I mean, a lot of boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Lauren Ashley Carter plays the eldest daughter, and she gives honestly an amazing performance. It's like
She's great.
it's not big. I mean, it's very quiet. There's not. I don't even know how to do it. It doesn't feel like she's emoting. She's definitely not chewing any scenery, but she gives you everything. You can see the
It's all in
terror.
the
It's her eyes.
And the eyes.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah, and she can somehow she gives you terror, but also resignation. Like she's afraid of what's going to happen, but also she's just learned to live with it, and you can do it all at the same time. Yeah.
I really kind of empathized with her character quite a bit. I mean, and that's something that's hard to do if you're just, you're very quiet and subdued,
So,
like that.
Spoiler alert. So, because we haven't really spoiled anything at this point, so major spoiler alert. So it turns out there are 3 daughters. The third one is called Socket, and we don't see her because she lives with the dogs, like a dog, because she was born without eyes. So therefore, we throw her in the dog pen and leave her there, apparently. Again, this guy is not a likable guy. She actually eats a teacher at one point, so that's quite the thing. I fought the whole way to figure out if I had sympathy for the mother.
Yeah. I
Because
can see that.
she's
Like-
clearly a victim, but it seems like we are long past the point where in the middle of the night she should have stabbed him in the throat and then ran away with the kids, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, I don't
She
know.
does stand up though at one
She does
point towards
try.
the end, and
She
she's
does.
like, "Fuck this!" She needs to stop, and then he just decks her. And knocks her
Yeah, she
out.
did try, but it wasn't what's. Okay, she did try, but it did not go well for her at all. I don't know though. I mean, look at how old her oldest daughter is. Shouldn't this standing up have come 10 years
Long
ago?
ago, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, I hate to judge too hard because honestly, she is very much a victim of things I can't even imagine. But there's a part of me that didn't feel that bad when she got eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
There's
think,
kind of indication there a little bit.
Yeah.
and then Lauren's character Peggy, she, like we talked about, she's very quiet, and she just did a really good job with her, emoting with her eyes. And to me, she kept looking at the mom like, why are you allowing this to happen?
Yeah.
Why are you putting up with this?
Yeah.
Why is everybody just, falling
do
prey to this
something.
guy? Yeah.
Oh, I think the most horrible moment in that is when Lauren's character finds the brother sexually molesting the woman and also torturing her with a pair of pliers, and tells the mom, and the mom is obviously freaked out, and they tell Sean Bridger's character, the dad, and his reaction is, boys will be boys.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? He's an adolescent. It's like, obviously he's going to commit horrid acts of sexual violence.
Right.
He's an adolescent. Yeah, I want to know about his parents.
Yeah. How did he get to be the guy he is in
Yeah.
that film?
Yeah, absolutely horrific. So
Well, isn't oh no, who was the lady? What's her name? Deanna. For some reason, I thought that was his mom at the beginning, but I guess not.
no, she was like a client.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
yeah, she's like one of his clients. Yeah. See, and okay, here's the deal with him. So Sean Bridgers is fucking terrifying in this movie. Disgusting.
Yes, he is.
But then look at him in Jug Face, also with Lauren Ashley Carter, where he plays like the sweet guy, the kind guy. That's just completely fucking different. And of course, the first thing I know him from was the HBO series Deadwood, where he's kind of almost comedy relief. He works in the gym saloon, works for Al Swearingen, and you know he gets lines like, "I ain't never heard that many cocksuckers come out of that room unless they was protruding from Al's mouth." You know?
Yeah.
Good line. Do you guys watch Deadwood when it was on?
No,
I
I
saw a
haven't.
little bit of it, but I didn't really watch. I love Timothy Oliphant, though. He's great.
Yeah. It's a great show. Made his career. Yeah,
Yes, it did.
Yeah, prior to Justified. Also, Sean Bridges, he was also on Justified, actually. So, yeah. Very weird, though. The lady that plays the mom, what's her name? Belle. I know her from something, and I can't.
She's in May.
May. Shit, that's right. She's
Yeah,
May,
yep.
isn't she?
Oh,
shit.
okay, yeah.
Okay.
Man,
Yeah.
I remember that movie.
Yeah. Oh,
That was
that's
a good one,
too.
too. Oh,
Yeah, that's creepy.
love that one.
Yeah, me too. Oh, that's
Jeremy Sisto. I love Jeremy Sisto. He's great, too.
Yeah, he's good in
Suicide
Wrong Turn.
King.
Wrong Turn.
Yes, Wrong Turn and Suicide Kings. Yeah, love
6
him.
Feet Under.
Mm-hmm.
He's on 6 Feet Under. That was a great show. You guys watched 6 Feet Under when it was on?
Nope.
Yeah.
Dexter was on it. Gay Dexter was on it.
Yeah. Michael C. Hall.
It's a family that runs a not nursing home.
A funeral home.
Yeah, funeral home. Like the dad dies in the first episode, like the first scene, and then everybody else in the family has to kind of run the funeral home. The one son who didn't want in the business comes home to help out, and then the dad basically sticks around as a ghost or something. And each episode, they're doing a new funeral and there's new family stuff. It's kind of a weird soap opera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good, though.
Yeah, it's got some great stuff. If you like dead people.
Yes.
Who doesn't?
Well, I mean, who doesn't? Yeah.
I love dead people, so.
It's got some good frank conversations about the funeral business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was exciting.
Have any of you seen what's it called? The White Settlers, or it's also called The Bloodlands.
No,
it's a movie that Pollyanna's also in.
No, but that's a good title.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's really good. I've seen it 2 or 3 times.
White Settlers. Okay, so
Yep.
it's on the list.
Bloodland?
Yeah, it's also called The Bloodlands. The original title is White Settlers. It's from 2014.
It's a good title, White Settlers.
But yeah, it's like about a couple. It's like about a couple who like buy a new home out in the country, and it's I believe it was in like a new country, and the people are just kind of weird, and like these guys in masks start like taunting them and chasing after them. It kind of turns into kind of a slasher or like an home invasion type film.
So kind of a
It's
Straw
really good.
Dogs meets
Yeah, a little bit.
Strangers Okay, yeah, I can get into that. It's a good title,
Yeah, it's
though,
really
White
good.
Settlers. You can read a lot into that title.
Did you like the remake of Straw Dogs, by the way?
No.
Yeah,
No.
I did.
No.
I didn't
I
like it
liked
as
it.
much, but it's
Can't,
good.
You just can't.
It's definitely
you
not as
can't
good.
You cannot top Hoffman's performance in that. You
Right.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like the remake of Last House on the Left?
I did,
did.
actually.
See, I felt like it lacked in
It's
teeth.
got- I liked it. I liked
it.
the actors in it are really good.
Yeah,
and like Aaron
also it's got
Paul, he's really
Brolin
good.
and yeah, that's fine. The performances were fine. It's just, you know, it just I don't know.
It's not as good. I mean, it's really hard to top the original. Like, you know,
Well, yeah.
but it's still good.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
Wes Craven, right?
Yes, the original's Wes
Yeah.
Craven. Yeah, his
Yeah.
first
That
main-
was
his first
brutal.
thing. Yeah.
That one was brutal.
Yeah. Speaking of Wes Craven, Wes Craven made The People Under the Stairs, and one of the stars of The People Under the Stairs, Sean Whalen, is going to come on the show. So we're getting
That's
that,
awesome.
we're getting that set up right now. Pretty excited. We will probably have to like chain Joey down to restrain him because he's in love with Sean. So we'll have to keep him under control. What are you doing, Joey? What are you doing? Okay.
You all right over there?
You doing okay?
Is it kicking in yet?
Give us a
Update.
rundown of how you're feeling. He says he's normal.
Says he's normal.
Says he's normal. All right.
Okay.
Wait, we gave him the drugs, but I feel stoned? Does that make sense? Hey, Josh, help me out. Can THC be sexually transmitted? I mean, not because just for a friend.
Yes, it can be transmitted to a friend.
Okay. That's all.
Makes sense now.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. So let's get what's everybody's final thoughts and scoring on the woman. Score it on a scale of 1 to 5, or 18 to banana, or dogs with cigars.
I'd give it a 4.
Dogs with cigars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd give it a 4 also.
Josh,
Yeah, I'm thinking 4.
you're all crazy. It's 4.1, clearly. 4.1.
Clearly.
I don't do points
Why not?
because it's either 4 is great. It's a great movie, so it's just a 4.
All right. I think it's 3 tutus. But you can only get 3.4 tutus, so. All right. Moving right the fuck along. So, not everybody here has seen this movie, and that's why I think it's a great idea to talk about it. There's a new found footage horror out called The Outwaters. Now, I'm going to give you, normally I would say spoiler warning, but quite frankly, I'm just going to tell you we're going to say stuff about this. There's no possible way to spoil this because the two of us have seen it, have no idea what happened in this movie. Like, none. So just to give you a little quick thing. So you know how Skinamarink is a movie where the camera is pointed in random places and you hear stuff, but you have no idea what the fuck's going on? So imagine if that was good. That's the Outwaters.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you should describe that one. Yeah.
So these young people, go out into the desert to film a music video, and it's creepy there. And sometimes they hear some stuff. And at one point, the camera picks up a figure dressed in red, but nobody saw it but the camera. And then later, there's an axe. And then later, there's a person with an axe. And then there's a lot of filming with the world's shittiest flashlight, because this flashlight shows you're in pitch fucking black out in the desert. And this flashlight illuminates a spot about that big, right? Like 2 quarters. 2 quarters. That's what it illuminates.
That's what you can see.
Yeah, and that's
on the
what you can see.
screen.
So
It's like a pinhole.
yeah, you hear shit and you get flashes. And our main dude gets attacked, I think, by the guy with the axe. He's definitely got a head injury. And which is actually for me very interesting, because after that point, because he has a head injury, and we are really seeing things from his point of view, which stops you and makes you think, well, maybe he's imagining
not
things.
really. Yeah.
But we're not seeing it from his point of view. We're seeing it from the point of view of the people watching the footage on the fucking memory cards they found later. That means it's all real. The people watching that, they don't have head injuries. So there's a guy with an axe. There's a flashing light. There's a weird noise. Someone says it seemed like it made a rip in space or something. And then everybody gets killed, I think. I mean, their heads are definitely on pikes, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, their heads are definitely on pikes. And then after that happens is when the one guy chops off his own penis and then disembowels himself and then goes for a walk. So, happy ending.
I can relate to that.
You've chopped off your penis before, right?
It's a nightly ritual.
Yeah.
And then I go for a walk.
Yeah.
Oh, it grows back?
Yeah, he's a gecko.
I had no idea.
Yeah, he's like 40% gecko. That's what everyone knew. So, am I missing anything here, Lydia? Am I getting this plot wrong?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I really didn't understand what, I had to pause it for a little bit because I got interrupted. So I was like, okay, I got to get back to that. There's a reason he told me to watch this. I know.
Yeah.
So, I was like waiting for something to happen. And then all hell just breaks loose and it's over with.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so it's
like
45 minutes of hanging out with these people
nothing.
in the desert and nothing. I won't say nothing happened. there's a weird noise.
A noise.
And wasn't there someone in red over there? And
yeah.
was
And then the
that
axe and the
lightning?
guy with the axe. I think
Yeah,
that was like,
but-
I don't know. It was weird. It was like alien slasher mix with some
So-
time travel or something.
So I think what happened is that flashy light was the event horizon is now in orbit around Earth, and they had fired up the engine like right over that spot, and so that opened the gateway into Hell Universe or whatever. That's what I think.
That's a good theory.
But
I
at
mean,
the
it's
same time,
better.
also, I think main guy maybe just killed all his friends
Maybe.
because of
It's very
peyote.
possible.
I don't know, time travel.
I don't know. Something.
Yeah.
It was
So-
really weird. And then wasn't there something where didn't you hear a voice that said just like one sentence and it was really a deep voice? What did he say? I don't remember.
Shit. Yes, I do remember that, but I can't remember what he said.
I can't either, but it was something about show them.
Show them. That's
Something
it.
about
Show them. Yeah,
show them.
Yeah.
And then like the time space thing
So
happens.
I think that
and
voice was actually Sam
Yeah.
Neill.
it sounds like that
from the
for
Hell
sure.
universe. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't need eyes to see. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So you're hearing this and you're thinking, what the fuck are they describing? 45 minutes of boredom and then we don't know what happens and we really can't see most of it. No, this is an outstanding fucking movie. This is an outstanding fucking movie. This is everything Skinnamarink thinks it is.
Yes.
It really is. So this is, you know how like Paranormal Activity was a big deal?
Yes.
Imagine if that were good.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. Absolutely love this. Plus, they're donkeys.
Yeah, there were donkeys.
And not like donkeys being slaughtered, just donkeys watching people like, what the fuck? You know you fuckers are all going to die out here.
Right.
This keeps happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Clearly what the donkeys were thinking.
And really there's no, they're in the desert. There's no water. But that's what it's called. So that really was like, wait, and then you see the water.
It's called the Outwaters because they are exploring the far shores of reality.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Good theory.
Yeah. I say that a lot when I'm talking about Cronenberg. He swims the far shores of reality because it sounds cool.
You're right.
Yeah. So anyway, what did everybody think of Videodrome?
Videodrome. It's been a while since I've seen it. I know I joke and say I hated it because it has Blondie in it, but I don't actually hate it. It was a pretty good movie. But it's been years since I've seen it, so I need to rewatch it again.
Don't be afraid to let your body die, Casey.
It's a little out there. I'm not huge on body horror movies for some reason. So I think that's why it's not like on the top of my list. But
I'm all about the body horror.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. You want to know why? Human bodies are fucking horrific just to begin with.
Exactly.
I mean, think about how fucking weird we are. And the stuff we do with them.
Right?
I think it's all pretty sexy ripping up myself.
Some people eat meat. They eat dead animals. Think about that. You take chunks off of dead animals
I know.
and burn them. And
sometimes when I'm at
with your bones in your mouth, I mean,
when we're at the grocery store, I look at the just rows of meat, and I kind of think that I'm like, that's a little weird. There's just like chunks of dead animals laying out that people are buying.
Yeah, it
is
weird.
weird.
Imagine if it were all human toddlers.
I mean, depending on how much it was.
I know, I'd try it. Yeah, 100%. But you gotta season that shit right, though. Don't be doing no white person thing and like boiling it. Gotta get some sauce on there.
Tastes just like.
Let it marinate.
I've heard that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Marinate overnight. Yeah.
A little Montreal steak seasoning on it.
Nice dry rub. Yeah. A lot of cracked pepper. Yeah. Okay, so next up on Whose Children Will We Eat? So what else did everybody else watch? What else did everybody else watch? What else did any of you watch this week that we might want to chat about?
I watched Reanimator.
Awesome fucking movie.
Love Jeffrey Combs. Oh my God, if you get him on the show, I'm telling you. Oh, I love him.
Okay.
And see, I did not realize that I've seen Would You Rather, which he's in, does an awesome job in that movie. I had no idea that was the same person.
Oh, really?
Until recently. Yeah,
Really?
until recently I did not know that was him, and I was just stunned. Because he is just really versatile.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. So I've seen Would You Rather quite a few times, and I didn't remember him being in it. Oh yeah, okay.
He's the main guy.
Holy shit!
Shepard Lambert. Yeah.
I did not recognize him.
That's him. I didn't either.
Because he's a chameleon.
He is
wow.
Disappear into a part.
That's a really good fucking movie too.
It is.
Yeah, it is. So, Reanimator, of course, yes, Jeffrey Combs, wonderful, we all love him. But Barbara Crampton.
Yes.
Our queen, Barbara Crampton. So, that's who we need on the show.
That and the, head giving head thing.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
That's a good bit.
That's great.
That's a good bit. So, Vinegar Syndrome just put out a beautiful 4K special edition of From Beyond.
Nice.
Stuart Gordon's other H.P. Lovecraft, well, also Dagon, but other H.P. Lovecraft with Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton and Ken Faree, who does the opening for our show. Thank you, Ken. And I've watched that twice since that came out. It's beautiful in 4K, and that movie is so deliciously wonderful.
I'm gonna watch that this week.
You should definitely watch that. Everybody else has seen it, right? Josh, you've seen From Beyond.
Yep. Yeah, I saw it for the first time probably, 3-4 months ago?
Yeah.
My memory is not real good, so I may have seen it before and just not realized it.
Well, so here's the thing that everyone will remember from it. Barbara Crampton in lingerie.
Yep. That's why I wanted that for the longest time, but I didn't want to pay, the $100 or whatever for that.
Oh, for the Scream
out of print
Factory
Blu-ray.
that was out of print. Yeah.
So I was really, really happy when they announced the 4K, and I did watch it, and it looked amazing.
Yeah, it looks great.
They did a really good job.
Okay. Well, and I love the effects on that movie. They're at a level where they're obviously cheap effects, but it's like the best possible cheap effects, and so it's beautifully cheesy. I love it.
Yeah, I love the cheesy 80s horror movies. They are the best.
Yeah.
I mean, they really were, giving it all they had with what they had to work with back then, I mean, it's so much better than CGI to me.
Definitely, yeah.
So, yeah, well, so back then you had artists.
You had Tom Savini and
crafting art objects, and now it's computer programmers. And look, everybody on this show is in IT in one form or another, so we're not trashing on programmers. We're just saying not for movies, my friend.
No, yeah. I mean, kind of look like what they did with Chucky, when they remade Chucky. I just can't get.
They turned him into a fucking iPhone that went wrong. I mean,
Yep.
Well, where is the spirit of a serial killer? That's what I want. I don't want fucking software going bad. Chucky's not HAL 9000.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I watched Offspring and Darlin also, so I watched them in order.
So you got the trilogy in.
I did the trilogy this weekend, but I've seen all of them before. I think I've seen The Woman more than any of them. In fact, I saw The Woman first, and I didn't realize it was a trilogy. I think I'd watched it twice before realizing it was a trilogy.
Well, it actually does stand alone really well. I mean,
it does.
You just see it. There's no explanation of where she comes from, but you don't need it because she's secondary to the real story. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, and then I got in my Dark Force Superstore or Dark Force Entertainment order. So I finally got in the Dead Pit 4K, which I haven't watched yet, and then Drive-In number 18. So I watched the Weekend Murders and Whose Child Am I? So, I know you've seen that, right?
The Weekend Murders is a ton of fun. So for you guys out there, so it's kind of a giallo, but it's kind of a humorous.
Yeah, it's definitely comedic. Yeah.
I absolutely love that. Like the big detective who comes in is really not very good, and the kind of bumbling local cop is just solving the fucking mystery. And
it's hilarious.
It's very funny, and it's a good little murder mystery. Yeah, I like it a lot. That's
one of the better.
Wife to watch. So.
Yeah, I'd say it's one of the better drive-in double feature movies I've seen in quite a while.
I'm trying to think. What's the? So, they tend to be like there's the one that's got "Don't Look in the Basement" and "Chaos." It's like
Yeah, that's a weird.
Don't Look in the Basement's good. Chaos is just.
Well,
I've
so
seen
Chaos
Last House on the Left.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Chaos was somehow. I think the Dave DeFalco who runs Dark Force Entertainment. I think he was involved in that film, and that's why that one is
okay.
on there. Yeah, I think he either like helped produce it or write it or something. So I think that's why that one's on there.
Well, I'm gonna and no shade on DeFalco because he does great stuff with Dark Force. But when you say right, so you mean they watched Last House on the Left and like
pretty much, yeah,
transcribed it because it is exactly the same movie.
I was actually surprised that it wasn't as bad as I was expecting. It was a watchable movie.
Oh, yeah, it's watchable. It definitely is. Yes.
So I was really surprised with that. But yeah, I think my favorite one is probably the one with. What was it? The Gates from Hell.
Gates of Hell and Psycho from Texas.
Psycho from Texas, yeah.
I think that's the only one I have where I enjoy both movies. Like genuinely enjoy both movies. Well, you got Fulci, and then you got Psycho from Texas, which is not anything I expected.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Who was it? There was somebody that showed up in that movie.
Linnea Quigley.
Yes, yeah. That just came out of left field. I wasn't expecting to see her on there.
And it's like a very early role for her, and it's a very small role. But yeah, she's just suddenly there, and you're like, wait.
Yeah, it was good.
I've been in love with her my entire life.
Yeah, her and Barbara Crampton. They were in everything.
Yep.
They really were.
But I think other than that, I don't think I really watched anything else this week. I got PlayStation VR 2. I'm a gamer too, so I've been playing some of that. I did get some new stuff in that I need to break into. So I got that Michael J. Murphy box, that Magic, Myth, and Mutilation.
Yeah.
I've heard from most people, they said it was pretty good, but then that Master Chaos guy that I watch and you watch, he said it was terrible. He said the whole thing was just complete trash. So that sucks.
So I haven't seen any of the films, but I've seen some clips, and I was not filled with joy from what I saw. So,
well, I think that the good thing is I bought it for 15% off, so it was like the cheapest place you could get it.
Yeah.
So I could at least resell it for what I got out of it, or what I purchased it for, I'm sure.
Yeah. So I'm working on the what's the name of it? The Lindsay police movies box from Severin. I'm working my way through that and having a good time with those. I do love Umberto Lindsay. The man had so much class. What did I just watch? I just watched something that I really enjoyed, and I can't for the life of me think of what it was.
Porn.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I only watched 7 minutes of that. I'm talking about something I saw some of, and I can't remember what it was. There's a new movie on Shudder called Spoonful of Sugar that I'm hoping to watch tomorrow. Hope I have time to get to it.
By the way, I just heard something about that this weekend, that movie isn't supposed to be out till May.
No.
And they accidentally threw it on there.
Yeah, it doesn't show up or anywhere. Someone figured out if you search for it, it shows up. Yeah, you have to search for it and it shows up.
It looks good. I want to see that too.
Yeah. I just watched something else that was like new too, and now I can't. Okay, hold on. I might have.
Infinity Pool.
Yes, Infinity Pool.
Oh, that was a fantastic movie. I love that.
I forgot I watched that this week too.
I bought it before I saw it, and
I enjoyed it a lot. So I like Cronenberg Deuce, I guess is what I'm gonna call him.
Yeah.
He definitely has a lot of his dad's mojo going on. My thing with it is, while visually and everything, I enjoyed it very much. I still don't know what I think about. I don't know what I think about what I think about what it was about. So I'm tempted to say that it is about the existence or non-existence of the self and its persistence across time. But I'm not sure if that's actually what he's talking about or not. He might simply be riffing on Burroughs, and he might just be having fun getting Mia Goth to do crazy shit. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But I definitely
She was
liked it.
great, and so was
I'm-
I thought. I like anything Alexander Skarsgård does, of course, because he's hot. But
He's fine, but Mia Goth is 100% the
but-
reason to show up.
yeah, she's great.
Her weird invisible eyebrows, her
Yes,
weirdly
so
huge
good.
mouth. Yeah, I'm in love. Yeah.
She's always
Her
screaming.
overbite.
Yeah.
And yeah.
She does a good scream. She does a
Yeah.
good scream cry. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Josh, did you see Infinity Pool yet?
Nope. Haven't got around to it.
Oh,
So
you
here,
gotta-
let me give
you
you a
gotta
quick
watch it.
rundown. So Alexander Skarsgård and his sexy wife, who has all the money, go to Inner Zone, so he can think of something to write about for his new novel, and they meet sexy Mia Goth and her older husband, and trouble ensues, and there's cloning involved.
Yes.
Some murders happen. Unexpected
Very
sex.
cool murder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alexander Skarsgård with on a dog collar with a leash,
Yeah, that's all. Hey, that's the whole reason I watched that movie.
beating up Alexander Skarsgård. Yeah. So
They were a little too close to going a little too low with the camera there on some of those scenes with him.
what?
I'm sure you
Oh,
don't
no,
think
you got
that.
the full
but-
Monty. You
don't-
got the full Monty.
You don't want to. You don't want to see his wiener.
No, not really.
Yeah, what you gonna do? You seen one, you seen them all, and I've seen them all. So I looked it up. There's a term. It's called heteroflexible.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm straight, but there are a couple of guys out there I might be not straight for. Just a couple.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. Nick Cage.
Josh is one.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Well. Yeah. That already had. Oh wait.
Joey's cat.
Oh wait. So you might keep seeing me do this. So that cat dug her claws into my fucking ankle, and you know what happens when a cat gets their nasty claws in your skin? Then it itches.
Yeah.
So now my ankle itches. So I need to go scrub it and like pour some rubbing alcohol over it and take like all the antibiotics in the world so I don't get like 19 diseases from that nasty cat. Because cats are nasty. It's not
Yeah,
like dogs.
I actually, when I was younger, I actually got I had to go to the hospital due to a cat scratch. I got that cat scratch fever.
Uh-huh. Yes. Shit'll wipe you out. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I've been bitten by all the dogs in the world. Been bitten by a raccoon. Been bitten I've been attacked by a turkey. Never anything bad happened other than a little blood.
I remember when you got attacked by that giraffe.
I did get
That was a crazy.
The giraffe attacking me was kind of crazy.
Oh,
Did
wow.
not expect that at the mall. We went to the Bahamas on vacation, the wife and I, and we went to it's a zoo, but they're not technically a zoo. They're like an animal rescue organization.
Exotic.
No, it's a real place funded by real people. It's not bad, but anyway, there's certain areas of it. They're like a petting zoo. There are animals you can pet. So one of the animals you can pet and feed, there's a sheep. And so, I've got some of the feed for him, and I walk over and I'm giving the sheep some feed, and he's like, oh, yeah, we're friends. Well, there is a turkey in there with him. And the turkey came over and attacked the fuck out of me. And so talking to one of the keepers, I found out that they made a little boo-boo. They normally put the turkey up when it's time for people to come in because the turkey and the sheep are a mated pair, and the turkey gets incredibly jealous when you touch his wife.
Huh. That's
Interesting.
interesting. I wish Sarah would have got video of that. That would have been great.
We've got video of the turkey and the sheep, but not of me getting attacked. She'd stop filming then. Yeah. They also had Vietnamese pigs. Those were lovely. Yeah. I hung out with the flamingos. Yeah. It's a good time. Good time. Yeah, I went all the way to the Bahamas to get attacked by animals that I've been attacked by here at home. So
Yeah.
I petted sheep. I do that right here, Mm-hmm. Yeah, I held a rabbit. I've done that. I mean, so fascinating, really. Yeah, it's $5,000 well spent.
You're right.
I will never financially recover from that.
Yeah, you're still paying for it, huh?
Oh,
movies.
What else we got, guys? Josh, what else did you watch besides Lauren Ashley Carter movies? I just know that you watched a science fiction movie.
Did I?
You did. With Martin Short.
Oh yeah, Inner Space.
That made a
Yes,
hell
I
of an
saw that.
impression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe you hadn't seen that before.
I'd never seen him before.
Yeah. I haven't seen it
And
since
it
I was a
was-
kid.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, my mom
That's
was
good.
obsessed with that
Did
movie.
you-
She
did
made
you
us
like
watch
it,
it all the
Josh?
time.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
it was amazing.
It was great.
So it's
It would have been a lot
basically-
better if I saw it as a kid. Like,
Yeah.
I wish I would have had that memory of it. But no, it was good for the first time
So
too.
it's basically Fantastic Voyage's comedy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they shrink people down and put them in somebody's
The magic
bloodstream.
school bus kind of thing going
Magic school
on.
bus, yeah. Magic school bus could be in your lower colon right now. You wouldn't even know.
Wouldn't know.
Yeah. So what's the name of the Mrs. Frizzle? Is that her name?
Yeah,
Sounds right.
Yeah. So there is don't Google it, but if you Google Mrs. Frizzle porn, you will be shocked by the amount of stuff you'll find.
Good to know, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. You just wouldn't believe what people are into.
The mind is a scary place.
I don't know, kind of frumpy, red-headed, middle-aged lady. That's. I don't think there's anything weird with that.
Pretty normal sounding, actually.
Yeah, honestly.
If you put it like that.
Yeah. I mean, what else we got? Joey, how are we doing?
Good.
You got Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey coming out to Blu-ray soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I bet that's so terrible.
It
Well,
probably is.
I could not. They showed that the collector's edition from Umbrella,
Mm-hmm.
and I could not pass it up, so I went ahead and pre-ordered
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's trash, but no, I did. I've seen some clips of it, and it looks like something I would enjoy. So
Yeah, I think
it'll be all right.
I think I'll love it, but also I think it's garbage. So
Yeah, it's not going to be a masterpiece
Yeah.
for sure, but I think it'd be worth owning.
I'm pretty excited. Severin's got that Italian Gothic horror box set, and that stuff's kind of right up my alley. That's going to be good stuff.
Yeah, and I say I don't like the black and white stuff, but I was watching Master Chaos talk about it and showing some clips and stuff. It actually looks kind of good.
Yeah.
That's the one that has the what is it, Lady Frankenstein?
Lady
in it?
Frankenstein. Yep.
That looks really good.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's gonna be good
So,
shit.
I'm kind of tempted,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. So I just watched Flesh and Fantasy, which Vinegar Syndrome's new sub-label, Vinegar Syndrome Labs. They did 2 releases to start off, Karuku, Beast of the Amazon, and Flesh and Fantasy, and I, of course, ordered them both. I just got around to Flesh and Fantasy, and I had heard of it. I knew it existed, but I had never seen it. So it's an anthology horror film, although, honestly, a lot of it's light on the horror, but, I mean, it was 1940, so what do you expect? But it's got a great cast. It's very pretty to look at, and honestly, the middle story is by far the best part of it. It's Edward G. Robinson, and the deal is a palm reader who tells fortunes tells him that he's going to murder someone, and he doesn't want to murder anyone, but here we are. So it's pretty good. I liked it quite a bit. I'm excited to watch Karuku, Beast of the Amazon. That's probably going to be on my list for tomorrow. I've been trying to get the wife to watch it. I've been putting it off. I'm like, come on. It's called Karuku, Beast of the Amazon. You've got to love that. And she keeps giving me this look like, are you stupid?
I watched a anthology, super cheesy. It was John Carpenter Body Bags. Yes, I love it.
I love Body Bags.
Oh yeah,
I love
so
Body
fun.
Bags. Best part is the lady working at the gas station.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's the best one.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, getting Stacy Keach to wear all that hair was pretty great too, wasn't it?
Well, and that. Okay. You don't expect, so you kind of expect it to be like a The Simpsons episode, where Homer gets the hair that was snakes, but then the hair is haunted and takes him over. You're kind of expecting that. You do not
That's
expect
what I
where
was
it goes.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
And
goes. Yeah.
It's got that one great actor in it that was in, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. A lot of people haven't. It's called My Best Friend is a Vampire. Do you remember that movie from the 80s?
Does that have Nicolas Cage in it?
No, Robert Sean Leonard.
I know
It's
that
Robert-
name. Isn't
Yeah.
he in? Oh shit.
Dead Poet Society.
Oh yeah, I have seen this.
Okay.
Yeah, My Best Friend is a Vampire. The guy that plays the vampire hunter in that, I can't think of his name. He just passed away like last year, or maybe 2 years ago.
I know who you're talking about. Is it
Yeah,
David
he's
Warner?
great.
Who?
But-
David Warner? David Warner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah, David Warner was amazing.
Yes, he was.
What was Time Bandits is where he plays the devil.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. He
Yep.
was awesome. Yeah. And you know what happened? It's actually an interesting story how he died.
Really, I didn't know.
Joey killed him.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's not very interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, he
Well-
was the narrator in a Winnie Pooh Thanksgiving.
Well, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Yeah. A lot of British people narrate things.
yeah.
So my wife's very excited because on Amazon there's a brand new season of Vera. So we're watching Vera. It's like
I
season
don't know
12.
what that is.
So Vera is the Scottish Columbo. It's kind of how it's, yeah.
Okay, like a Murder, She Wrote kind of thing.
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit? Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. Middle-aged, frumpy woman with frumpy attire and a shitty vehicle, and she's the cop that solves all the murders.
Gotcha.
And she always seems like she's not there completely, and she calls everyone love and sweetie and stuff, and then nails them all for the murders.
Huh.
And I don't mean nails them, Joey. I mean like catches them. It's not that kind of show. That's that show is. Damn it! What is that show? Oh God, Josh, what's it called? The Irish Girls.
Oh, Dairy Girls?
Dairy Girls. That's the
Dairy
one. Yeah,
Girls?
Dairy Girls. Love that show.
I think she suggested that for me, and I have yet to watch that
Dairy
one.
Girls, you should watch that.
Yeah.
You'd like it. Josh
Yeah.
likes it.
It's so great.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hilarious. I hate that it's over though.
Yeah.
And they ended it in a way that it's ended, They jump forward in time. And...
Did any of you guys see Penny Dreadful, the first season? Or first 3 seasons?
I refuse. I think Sarah
You
watched it.
refuse?
I think I watched like 22 minutes of an episode and went, no.
No, I
No,
loved that. I
doing
thought it
this.
was
Not
great.
doing this. There
I
used
didn't
to
like
be
that they tried to redo it.
there used to be a show where a chick at college was a vampire, but then her roommate was a dead lesbian.
That sounds amazing.
Hex.
but I
It's
don't know
called
what it
Hex.
is.
It's called Hex. That's it. Hex. Anybody
Okay.
watch that?
No.
No. It was weird and fun. Yeah, horror themed. You know what I hate? Someone, yes, somebody.
The end of the show.
Oh.
We're almost there. Yeah, you know what I hate? American Horror Story.
Really?
Yes. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because they have no fucking idea what they want each season to be. So I watched the first one, the Murder House one. Okay, yeah, this all right.
Yeah.
That's good. It's good. I enjoyed it. Let's see what happens next. And then you get to, I don't know if it's the second season or the third season, but it's the Asylum one, right?
That's the second season.
Okay. So what's that season about? Well, so it's a shock corridor kind of thing with ghosts and a mad scientist and aliens and a serial killer. And it's like, shut the fuck up, calm down.
Yeah.
Pick a story.
I
Stick
get that.
to
My
it.
favorite was Freak Show, though, but
So
I
that's
like
the one
that
that had the creepy
season.
clown, right?
Yeah.
I keep saying
Yeah,
I should go back and
Creepy.
watch that one. I
That's
should.
a good one.
Isn't
That's
it
my
one-
favorite.
Isn't Stevie Nicks in a season?
Yes, she's in the third season, Coven, which is
Okay.
about witches, and that's why she's on.
That would make sense.
her.
Yeah, Stevie Nicks is the witch. Yeah. Yeah.
Love her.
Yeah. You know, I spent my entire life thinking the line was just like the one-winged dove. I didn't know it was white-winged dove until like 6 months ago. I've been
That's
singing
kind of
that
hard
wrong.
to say.
Yeah. Just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, but
Don't quit your day job.
Damn.
it's fucking cold.
It
Fucking
is.
cold. Oh, you meant because of the singing? No, yeah,
Yeah.
no. I quit my day job because of the podcast.
Well,
Yeah. Speaking of, I wonder what we have next week. Hold on. Where's my calendar? So what's today? Today's the 26th. So Caitlin Grant from Plug It Up is coming on, and we are going to talk about the menu. That's what we're doing next week.
oh, that's such a good movie. I've watched it twice already. I'll probably watch it again soon.
So I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but just so you'll know where I'm going with this, we're going to talk about the menu. We're definitely going to get into some themes of economics, of inequality, and I will probably pull something about Triangle of Sadness into this conversation, as well as the discreet charm of the bourgeoisie and the exterminating angel, and also, not to tip it, all of you might get a lump of clay.
All right, I'm pumped.
All right.
You guys have fun with that.
Yeah.
And then so we've got Caitlin. That's going to be great. And then the week after that, we have Jeremiah Kipp, the writer director of Slapface. And the week after that, tentatively, the great, the wonderful, the king, Uncle Lloyd Kaufman. He is tentatively scheduled. And then on the 26th, our good friend Harley Wallen will be back, and he is bringing with him Sean Whalen. Okay.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one.
I think
Yeah.
it's going to be great. Yeah.
I mean, Lloyd Kaufman, obviously,
I
too.
can't wait
But
to
Yeah,
see that
Lloyd's
one.
going to be,
That's great.
Lloyd's a mind
Yeah.
blower, honestly. And we've got so many other people lined up and stuff I'm working on right now. Professor Lisa Noner is going to come on to talk about the Rob Zombie Halloweens with us. Colleen Carney Hopfner is going to come on to talk Giallo with us. We've got so many people coming. So that's what we're looking forward to in the future. So, guys, as we get ready to wrap it up, does anybody have anything exciting they want to say?
Negative.
Sometimes I question your commitment to sparkle motion.
Sparkle motion.
You don't know that line?
You don't know that line?
No, I don't.
Josh, you know what it is?
Nope.
Donnie Darko.
Thank you.
Oh.
Which is weird because I've watched that several times. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little girls like dance twirl team is called Sparkle
Yeah.
Motion. And they went on a
Gotcha.
trip, and sometimes I question your
I love that
Oh,
actress
okay.
that plays
Okay,
her
yeah,
too.
yeah.
What is it? Do you know her name? The actress that I can't think of her name, but she's in a lot of stuff.
Hold on.
That plays that Karen lady.
Yeah, the Karen character.
Well, it's not Joan Cusack,
No.
Nope.
because if it was, I'd be in love with her. Let's see. There's Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Was it?
Malone, Patrick
Wait,
Swayze, Noah
Beth
Wyle.
Grant, Kitty Farmer.
Kitty Farmer, is that who that was?
I don't remember if that was her or not.
She was
I
an
think
older lady.
Yeah, it was her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was her.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
Kitty
yep,
Farmer.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's great.
yeah.
Well,
That's
I guess Kitty Farmer is her.
Yeah, Beth
Character
Grant's her
name.
real name.
Beth Grant.
Beth Grant, yeah.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, I was going to say, what do I know her from? And flip through IMDb
She's
real
in a
quick.
ton of stuff.
I get to
She's
like
in a lot.
20 things this year, so she's got 240 credits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of big stuff. No Country for Old Men was fantastic.
I
And
love that
Speed,
movie.
Little Miss Sunshine.
I
Yeah, I
like
remember.
that a lot. I like Miss Sunshine. She's on American Gods.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, I'm
Bad
through like
Words.
100 things, and I'm only back to 2015.
Yeah.
Midnight Swim. I just watched that not too long ago.
Yeah, that was a weird
Faults.
one.
Shit. Faults.
Oh yeah.
The parents. Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a great movie. It's an absolutely great movie. Josh and I are going to talk about it on my other podcast once I actually start the other podcast. I've only been talking about it for like 4 months, but there's a lot
So
of
what
stuff.
is the other one?
It's called
what are you
literally. It's called Literally Just a Cult.
Oh,
Literally Just a Cult, and it will be about movies and TV shows that feature a cult in some way.
oh,
And the definition of cult is kind of broad, so
right.
yeah, because cults are kind of broad. I mean, I might get to the leftovers. Do you think the what are they called? The remainders, the whatever the group calls itself that all smoke all the time? Has everybody seen the leftovers?
I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I've heard of it.
I think they count as a cult.
HBO, I think, does
Everybody
that
else
show.
has seen it, right?
Nope, never heard of it.
Weirdos
Wow.
should see the leftovers. It's pretty amazing. And it was only ran like 2 or 3 seasons, so.
Yeah. Didn't it have what's her name? Tyler. Steven Tyler's daughter.
Maybe. It's been a
I
long
think
time.
she's in it.
Maybe. What's she famous from?
Empire Records.
No, something real.
Oh.
She's in
Liv Tyler.
She's in the Hobbit movies, the Lord of the Rings movies.
Yes.
That's
Liv
it.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Strangers.
Yeah, The Strangers. Oh, I love that
The
movie so
Strangers.
much.
That's
I
a
love the
great
sequel too. We're
movie.
gonna get a new one
Pray
soon.
at Night.
Yeah, it was pretty
Yeah,
good.
Strangers Pray at Night. Yeah. We're getting a new one. They're doing it again. In fact, they're doing 3 of them. I think they're doing it like Avatar style and filming them all back to back.
It's crazy. It's going to end up like The Purge. They made a bunch
Yeah,
of those.
that's what I
too.
was thinking.
Those
They're
are
doing
awesome
the
though.
Purge.
You can keep doing the Purge
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah,
yeah.
they're good. I like them all.
Never needs to end. Orangey is doing something over there. You might make sure she didn't pee in your corner. Okay. Yeah. So the cat that's in heat has stopped, but then Orangey was doing stuff. So, okay, guys. We've hit our time. Is there anything else we want to talk about before we pack it in for the night?
Nope. I think we're all talked out.
So I want to thank you guys. This was a last minute. What the fuck are we gonna do? We don't know what to do. Our guest bailed on us, and honestly, you guys all acquitted yourself with aplomb, grace, kindness, humor. I'd just like to take a moment to say I love you. I really do.
Well, we love you too.
Thank you. The
Yeah,
other
you're
guys
right.
don't. They don't.
Yeah, they don't. It's okay. I love you. So.
Okay, so this has been Nate, and that's been Bloodfest, the podcast. If you enjoyed what you heard here, be sure to give us a 5-star review on whatever podcast app you use. Subscribe on your favorite podcast app, or especially on YouTube. We really need subscribers on YouTube, people. You can follow us on the Twitter. It's at Bloodfest Podcast. You are at Bloodfest Pod. Sorry, I'm an idiot. On YouTube, it's at Bloodfest Podcast. We're on the Facebook, the Pinterest. I think we're on the Mastodon. We're on the Hoozle Wop. We're on all of the things. So be sure to whatever and who's then. So have a good time, and we'll see you next week, I guess. I don't fucking know, guys. Peace.